Hey, it's Dave with Taboo Customs, and we are here today at Make It or Break It near Hamilton, Iowa. All right, so what is the Make It or Break It club? They are an off-road club that is open to Jeeps, trucks, pretty much any 4x4, as well as now side-by-sides. However, they are not open to dirt bikes or four-wheelers, so you can't bring your dirt bike or four-wheeler here. So what they have is they've got 180 acres of club ground that they run on, and used to be an old coal mine, which makes for some interesting areas, and we'll see some of that in the video and talk a little bit more about that as well. But they have several big events. They do a Memorial Day run, they do a Labor Day run, they also have a big Toys for Tot event. Those are open to the public for a cost, $70 for 2 days, $35 for 1 day, and that also does not include, you know, any kind of camping fees that you might have to pay, which would be, they do have some RV camping for $20 a day with electric, tent camping for $10 with electric, or $5 for primitive camping. If you become a member, they do also offer off weekends, so weekends that they're not doing those big runs. You can come here just by getting a hold of Dan, and it's a $25 fee to come in if you are a member, so you'd have to become a member. And to become a member, you can contact Dan or see their Facebook page. We'll put that phone number in the description for this video, as well as the Facebook page to contact them if you are looking to become a member. Now, as far as some of the other intangibles for like when we go to off-road parks, this is not necessarily an off-road park. It's not a S'more Disney Badlands. It's not a place that has a ton of facilities available to you. So however, there are shower houses, and it was very nice. They did have porta potties all over the place, so there's plenty of restrooms, and they do have shower houses. But if you are a person that's used to going to more of the off-road parks, especially the bigger off-road parks, not quite the same amount of amenities, just because it's a little bit different setup here, which is understandable. What can you expect as far as the terrain goes? Now, this terrain, pretty similar to the Midwest, a lot of hills, a lot of dirt. It's an area that if it's very wet out here and raining, it's always a mess, and that's pretty much anywhere in the Midwest. It does have an interesting aspect to it though. Being an old coal mine, when you get down around some of the area that the mine was at, there's these massive piles of just small shale gravel, and you'll see those, and they're really kind of interesting to wheel on. When it's dry, there's a massive amount of traction. I've heard when it's wet, they're very slippery and very difficult, and it makes for a lot of different you know, cracks and different valleys to crawl up. You know, we're able to do some of that, and we'll have some video on it. And what we're going to cover now for the rest of this video before I get to the end is going to be some of our video from the weekend, and then we'll talk about how we did. So there was some of the wheeling video and you can see some of the terrain, and some of it was pretty interesting. It was a very enjoyable experience here. It is a fairly varied terrain, a lot of trails all over the place. We came down and first immediately got lost, but we were able to follow a group around, and a big thanks to that group that we did get to hang out with from up, I think, around mainly the Des Moines area. Those folks were great. Ran around with them. Now, we did find that Make It or Break It did live up to its name, and over the weekend, after actually halfway through the second day, we broke our Jeep and went thermonuclear on the starter, completely melted a starter. So we've got some work again to do on our Jeep, and a big thanks to the group we were able to hang out with over the weekend. You know, they were a big help leading us around the area, and also a big thanks to them for pulling our butts off the trail, because we were kind of back in a spot and it was kind of a pain in the butt, but they did get us off, and a big thanks to them for that. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you can let us know here on YouTube or Rumble, or you can contact us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, cabincustoms.com.